Does it work? Yes, it works. It works. It has gone already 6 times. My capucha was gone. My keeper was gone. Some were very worried about it, but I misled it. I just put it on a shelf higher than normal. And as long as I don't mislead myself, mislay myself, everything is fine. I hope all is fine with you and with your loved ones and with the wider circle, that you don't have too many worries, or that you get a bit used to this extremely elongated Shabbos type time in which you have to work so hard. Anyway, I'm going to do the matzah. Halachmanya diachalu afatana be'ad Mitzrayim kol ichfin yete v'yechul kol ditzrich yete v'yifsach השטחה לשנה הבאה בארץ ישראל השתף די לשנה הבאה בני חורים. This is the bread of hardship, of poverty, slavery. The bread that our ancestor ate in Egypt, in the land of constriction, where you couldn't breathe, where you couldn't do anything, you had no freedom. Everybody who has hunger, who's hungry, come. And everybody who needs to celebrate Pesach, come and celebrate Pesach with us. This year we are here, and next year we are in Israel. This year we are slaves, next year we're free people. Well, we're constricted to our home, but we're still free people, right? It's a song in Aramaic, and it shows, of course, one of the essentials of Pesach, the Matza. Yes, it's the bread that we ate in Egypt. And why is it flat? Well, we didn't have time. When we had to flee, when we finally had the possibility to flee, we didn't have time to have the dough rise and get its full volume. And now there is no chametz in it. No chametz in it. And we also try to get every chametz out of our house and out of our own system. Chametz being the symbol of pride, of ego, of being overblown, having made yourself too big in this world. We just back to normal, back to a better humiliated state. Okay, the bread that couldn't get the bread that it wanted to be, but I think it's also the bread of hope, because this bread doesn't decay. It's not gone in a few days. It stays good for quite a while. When you put it in plastic, you can keep it for a year at least. But without plastic, it stays quite a while as well. So that's why I call it the bread of hope. Because also, as we sing in the song, this year here, next year somewhere else, hope, because when you grab the moment that you can get free, you take this bread into the desert and you have something to eat. And you can manifest your freedom. You can live it because of bread that doesn't decay or not decay quite immediately. There's also an interpretation from Eric Weinstein. He's a writer, journalist. He's trained in physics or chemistry or something like that. He's a podcast host. He's a genius. His brother was a genius too. I'm not too sure that Eric is only a genius and also is not a bit or a bit much crazy. I don't know quite. You have to see for yourself and then see him talk on the podcast from Joe Rogan. Rogan, one of my favorite podcast hosts. And he basically built his life around the story of the Matza, because he says the Matza warns us that when you have to leave because it is dangerous, because you cannot stay, your life is in danger, you have to leave, and then you cannot wait till the dough is what the dough should be. You have to leave. You have to grab the moment. Don't wait. Well, it spoke to my heart because I was raised by a father who was teaching us that to be prepared for catastrophes and then leave. So that's why I'm very prepared now. You have to leave. But I would like to flop it a bit and say, for everybody, there always comes a moment of freedom, but you have to grasp it. You have to be prepared. You have to be aware of what your situation is, what you are enslaved by, and you have to grab the moment of freedom. It's extremely difficult to grab the moment of freedom. And then don't let yourself get hung up because the dough is not as it should be, or your life is not yet ready, you think, for freedom. When the moment of freedom comes flying in front of your face, then grab it. I also like the matza because this one has extreme amount of little holes in it. Most matzahs have holes in it. And it reminds me of the veil that is between our world, the world of coordinates, time, hate, depth, time, space, this side of the reality, and the other side, the divine side of the reality, which is without time, space, which is completely different. And there is a veil much thinner than this one, much thinner. That other reality is close as a skin, but there are holes in it. It is separate. There is a veil between it, but there are holes in it, and you can go to the other side, and the other side comes also to you. You might not experience it, you might not know it, but there is an osmotic relationship between this and that, and you can use the matzah as a symbol for that veil that separates us but also connects us. And then there's beauty. There's beauty. And the beauty and the singing and doing good deeds are recommended by Rabbi Weinreb, not our Dutch Weinreb, but another Rabbi Weinreb, as the 3 ways that he finds in tradition that gets you through difficult times. Especially beauty in nature. Well, this is nature, flower and water, nature. The beauty in nature, the singing of the songs, and doing good deeds. That gets you through. The matzah was eaten by us with the Pascha, with the Pesach lamb. the Korban Pesach, and it was also eaten in the temple, also with the Korban, with the offerings. So it is also a holy bread. And you're going to eat it tomorrow night, or at least with the seder. Maybe you have a seder tomorrow, maybe the next day, maybe both days. I don't know. I hope you have a wonderful time. Chag Sameach and have a kosher Pesach.